In the last episode, the Mori clan emerged as a true power in the west following their heroic victory against the Ochi clan on the holy island of Miyajima. This crushing defeat would lead to the total collapse of the Ochi by 1557, as the Mori would go on to claim most of their land. However, as the Mori were proving to be a key player in the west, something was about to happen in central Honshu. In Owari province, a lord who would change everything was about to emerge. Oda Nobunaga. Throughout the previous few decades, we have witnessed constant war in the east, as major samurai clans, such as the Imagawa, Takeda, Hojo, and Uesugi, all fought over regional power. Yet, just to the west, there exists another clan we have only touched on once so far throughout this series, that being the Oda clan of Owari province. The Oda family was an old one, claiming descent all the way back from the Taira clan, which, as you remember from the Setting the Stage series, was snuffed out after the end of the Genpei War in 1185. The Oda, however, lived on, and by 1550 was under the leadership of the minor daimyo Oda Nobuhide. Like any other daimyo of the age, Nobuhide constantly found himself at war with his neighbors, mostly coming into conflict with the Saito of Mino province to the north, along with the Matsudaira and Imagawa clans to the east. Nobuhide was seen as a brave and competent leader, and even though he constantly found himself at war, he is not remembered as rash or foolhardy as another one of his contemporaries, Takeda Nobutora, the father of Shingen. It can be noted, however, that Nobuhide and Saito Dosan, known as the Viper of Mino, who had previously stolen the province away from the Toki clan, would eventually come to a formal peace in 1548 that saw Dosan's daughter married to Nobuhide's eldest legitimate son, Nobunaga. Nobunaga can immediately be seen as an extremely interesting figure. From the get-go, we can see that throughout Nobunaga's youth, he had been extremely interested with Western trade and ideas, along with Western firearms. However, he was also seen as brash, rude, and often on the borderline of disgraceful. It was from his antics and behavior that he earned the nickname, the Fool of Owari. By 1551, Nobuhide would die, leaving Owari in the hands of his illegitimate son, Nobuhiro. However, all eyes were on Nobunaga, whose troublesome conduct would all come to a head at his father's funeral, where he was observed acting with complete dishonor. This would prompt Nobuhide's loyal old retainer and Nobunaga's would-be mentor, Hirate Kiyohide, to commit suicide in attempts to bring Nobunaga to his wits and away from such reckless behavior. And to this end, Kiyohide was successful, as in the aftermath of his death, Nobunaga appears to have shaped up. However, trouble was still brewing within the clan, as many splinter groups emerged not willing to follow the Fool of Owari or the illegitimate Nobuhiro. This fractured the Oda clan in the wake of Nobuhide's death. With Owari fully engulfed in the flames of war, Nobunaga set out to reunify his shattered province. Due to his illegitimate status, Nobuhiro was quickly forced to submit to Nobunaga, as he was unable to truly gather any real following. And as the years went on, it would be seen that Nobunaga did actually possess the true capacity to lead, as by 1556, he had for the most part defeated the rest of his rivals in Owari. Yet that same year, another internal power struggle would break out in Mino, as Nobunaga's father-in-law, Saito Dosan, came under attack from his own son, Saito Yoshitatsu. Nobunaga immediately sent forces to aid Dosan. Unfortunately, they would never reach him in time, as the Battle of Nagaragawa would see the death of Dosan and Yoshitatsu assuming full control over the Saito clan. Yoshitatsu would quickly establish himself as an enemy of Nobunaga, as he would begin conspiring with the illegitimate Nobuhiro to seize power away from Nobunaga. These talks did not come far, however, as Nobunaga would catch wind of his brother's actions and put an end to the conspiring, even going so far as to pardon Nobuhiro. However, Nobuhiro was not the only brother to oppose Nobunaga, as we can see 1 year later in 1557, Oda Nobuyuki would also begin conspiring against Nobunaga, this time turning to the top Oda retainers Hayashi Michikatsu and Shibata Katsuie for aid, resulting in the Battle of Ino, where Nobunaga would emerge victorious, while forgiving his brother for his failed attempt at rebellion. Yet Nobuyuki's insurrection would not end there, as he soon began scheming to take power once again. In time, Nobunaga would catch wind of this betrayal as well. Yet this time, he would be much less forgiving, sending an army under the command of Ikeda Tsuneoki to crush his brother. Nobuyuki and his garrison at Suemori Castle would be defeated, resulting in Nobuyuki's death. Although Nobunaga would once again find it in himself to pardon Michikatsu and Katsuie, in a way of sending a message to the other Oda retainers that he was now the dominant force in the province, as both of them would go on to serve him loyally in the years to come. By 1558, Nobunaga was unchallenged, and Owari was firmly under his rule. Yet the past 7 years of civil war had taken their toll, as the Oda clan now sat between two powerful enemies. The hostile Saito to the north, now under the reign of Yoshitatsu, and the powerful Imagawa to the east, along with their Matsudaira allies, all under the sway of the mighty Imagawa Yoshimoto. In the coming years, Nobunaga would once again be called forth to prove himself, or let the Oda clan be wiped off the face of the map. So, what can we learn? The Oda of Owari had long been a regional contender in east-central Japan, under the leadership of Oda Nobuhide, who for years warred with his neighboring clans, establishing himself as a competent military leader. However, Nobuhide's death in 1551 would throw the clan into chaos, as rival factions rose up to take control of the province. Most prominently, his three eldest sons, Nobuhiro, Nobunaga, and Nobuyuki, who would all vie for power. Yet, in the end, it would be the son dubbed the Fool of Owari, Oda Nobunaga, who would finally unite the clan once again. Although the Oda would now find themselves beset on all sides, as the Saito and Imagawa wished to rid themselves of the troublesome Nobunaga and his clan. In the next episode, tension will flare up between Takeda Shingen and Uesugi Kenshin, paving the way to the legendary battle at Kawanakajima. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell if you enjoyed this video and found it to be most informative.